Ryan here from Bro Builds. Today I'm going to be removing this Hurst muscle car style shifter and replacing it with this competition short throw shifter with a weighted shift knob, and rebuilding the entire shifter assembly along the way. First off, I want to remind everyone that I am in no way a professional. Everything you see in this video is really just me figuring things out. On this channel, we're bros, not pros. The first step was disassembly. It's actually pretty straightforward and not too complicated. You just have to start at the top with the shift knob and work your way down, making sure to disconnect any wires along the way. At first, I was only going to replace the shifter, but when I got it all opened up, I saw a lot of surface rust, so I removed the entire shifter assembly to clean it up. Next, I had to take apart the whole assembly. I removed all of the obvious clips, nuts, and bolts, but there were also some rivets that I had to drill out. Overall, the process really wasn't too difficult, but I wish I had taken more pictures to make reassembly easier. Well guys, that's it. That is the rest of the rivet. Even though my car has been really well maintained, especially for being 34 years old, you can still see these pieces are old and cruddy and definitely need to be cleaned up. I decided to use an electrolysis bath to remove the rust from the shifter assembly and a wire wheel for pretty much everything else. If you want to see more about electrolysis, we'll be making a video pretty soon that goes into detail on the whole process. Once all the parts were cleaned up, I hit them with some primer and spray paint to prevent future rust. Now, will anybody ever see this awesome paint job? No. But does it make me happy knowing it's there? Absolutely. With the shifter assembly all torn apart, I figured I might as well install the rebuild kit from RodneyDickman.com. He's one of the few people that actually sell Fiero specific replacement parts. Thanks, Rodney. At first, I tried to rivet the reverse lockout mechanism back to the base plate like it was from the factory, but I had the wrong size rivets. Rodney includes bolts with his rebuild kit, so I used those instead rather than driving 30 minutes all the way back to the hardware store. Mistakes are bound to happen, and I was pretty lucky that this one didn't cost me much time or money. After getting it reinstalled, I realized I forgot the spring. So I took it all apart, put on the spring, and put it all back together. Then after putting the rest of the assembly back together, I realized I forgot the spring that brings the shifter back to center. When I was taking everything apart again, I discovered a much easier way to disassemble everything. First, you want to take off this retaining clip. Then you can slide the hinge pin forward and everything else will just slide up and off much easier. So I got the spring put back in and everything put back together. Then shims were added to the shift arm assembly to remove any play from the system. And just like that, it was all back together. Time to reinstall it in the Fiero. The only difficult part here was getting the shifter cable clips back in. I had to whack them pretty good with a hammer. And I think it looks pretty good. I definitely think this style of shifter fits the car better than the Hurst shifter, but that's just my own preference. So I tested reverse and first gear to make sure I'd put everything back together correctly, and it all worked out great. Success! Time for a test drive. I really like this combination of the weighted Mishimoto shift knob and the short throw shifter. It just feels so nice. Everything seems tight and better than new. Obviously, you can see the center console is still torn apart. One of our next videos will be installing a Pioneer head unit with wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. Then we'll get everything put back together and looking pretty. So this is as complete as it's gonna be for now. Later.